The goal of this demo is to tie all the concepts you've learned thus far in this course pertaining to software development practices as well as machine learning. So, as part of this course, you've so far learned about various aspects of machine learning and their applications, as well as you've learned about good software development practices. Today, we're going to be walking through an end-to-end machine learning use case using AWS Deep Composer as an example. Deep Composer is a service that allows you to generate music using machine learning. And we're going to take a Jupyter notebook associated with this service. And as part of this demo, I'm going to walk you through setting up this notebook as part of using AWS SageMaker on the cloud. And once we have that, I want to step through each aspect of the notebook cell by cell and talk about the various software development practices associated with it, as well as the machine learning powering it. And at the end of the demo, you will be able to understand all the aspects of a machine learning pipeline, including data pre-processing, training, evaluation, as well as inference. And you should be able to generate your own machine learning inspired music for the first time. In this segment of the demo, I'm going to be showing you how to import the Deep Composer Jupyter Notebook from a public GitHub repository into Amazon SageMaker. Amazon SageMaker is an AWS service that allows you to host and manages and simplifies multiple aspects of running machine learning jobs in the cloud. Today, we are going to be using a SageMaker notebook instance to be powering a Jupyter notebook on the cloud. And once we import the Deep Composer notebook from the GitHub repository into Amazon SageMaker notebook on the cloud, we're then going to run it cell by cell and understand what's happening in the core algorithm itself. So let's get started right away. So what you see here is the main AWS management console. So I'm going to go into the search bar and look for Amazon SageMaker. And this takes me to the main SageMaker service screen. So on the left-hand tab, you see various options. So we're going to choose notebook instances because that's what we're planning to do right now. So I'm going to hit on this. So let's go ahead and create a new notebook. I'm going to call this Deep Composer Udacity. And like I mentioned before, these notebooks are being hosted on the cloud. So there are various types of machines that can be used for running these instances. So SageMaker gives you an option to configure the type of machine or instance that you want based on the type of compute you're looking at, like whether you want a CPU or a GPU to power it, the various type of memory options that you're looking at, and various type of compute options. So for today, let's go ahead and choose a compute optimized CPU instance. So we're going to choose a C5.4x large instance type. And I'm going to leave these options as default. And we need an IAM role to go ahead and give permissions to the notebook. So to give some context here, AWS has this notion of IAM roles. IAM roles manages permissions, and today we want to give the notebook instance that you're going to be starting on the cloud permissions to talk with other AWS services like S3 and SageMaker. So for that, let's go ahead and create a new role. I'm just going to use all the defaults here. We see that the role is successfully created here, and I'm going to leave all the other options as default. And like I said before, we want to import Deep Composer from a public GitHub repository into a SageMaker notebook on the cloud. So the link to the notebook is available as part of the course information. So let's come in here and click on the option to clone a Git repository from a public URL. And I'm going to type the link here. This should be available to you as well. And let's go ahead and create a notebook instance. Like you see, the status of the notebook we just created is pending. That's because when you hit on this, it takes a while for SageMaker to pull up a new instance, provision it for you, clone the Git repository, and keep everything up and ready so that you can start running. So this may take a few minutes, so let's wait for that.